She kept texting, she kept calling, she kept sending emails for 3 years. The only problem, Cari Farver was already dead. In November 2012, a mother from Iowa vanished after going to meet a man she had recently started dating, but her phone remained active. Her social media posted messages, her friends received texts, and everyone believed she was still alive. This is the story of digital deception, obsession, and one of the strangest murder cases in modern true crime. This is Midnight Sin. Cari Farver was a devoted mother, hardworking, independent. She worked in sales and marketing, balanced her career with raising her young son. Friends described her as caring, protective, strong-willed. She valued honesty, stability, and family. In 2012, after ending a previous relationship, Cari decided to start dating again. That decision would unknowingly place her in the path of someone dangerous. Cari met Dave Krupa through an online dating app. He was a businessman, recently divorced, seemed polite and stable. Their conversations were normal, casual, friendly. After exchanging messages, they decided to meet in person. Their first date went well. They talked, laughed, connected. But something was missing. Cari didn't feel a deep spark. She didn't see a long-term future. And after only a few dates, she decided to step away. That's when everything changed. On November 13th, 2012, Cari told her mother she was going to visit Dave Krupa. She planned to return home later that night. She never did. Hours passed, then days. Her family tried calling her phone. No answer. Her car was missing. Her son was suddenly without her mother. Police were contacted, but there was a problem. Cari's phone soon became active again. Text messages were sent. She told people she had moved, that she was fine, that she didn't want contact. It looked like she had simply disappeared by choice, but something about the messages felt wrong, cold, strange, not like Cari. Over the next weeks, texts continued, emails were sent, Facebook messages appeared. Cari told her family to stop looking for her, to leave her alone, to move on. But her mother didn't believe it. The tone was off, the language didn't match, the emotions felt artificial. It was as if someone else was speaking through her identity. And slowly, an unsettling truth began to form. Cari wasn't hiding. Someone was pretending to be her. As investigators looked deeper, they would uncover thousands of messages, fake accounts, digital manipulation, and a twisted obsession. One that would reveal Cari Farver never left voluntarily, and the person controlling her digital voice was much closer than anyone imagined. After Cari Farver's disappearance, something strange began happening. Dave Krupa started receiving messages. At first, they seemed emotional, angry, accusatory. The messages claimed Cari was furious with him, said he had betrayed her, said he deserved punishment. Then they became darker, threatening, obsessive. Hundreds of texts, late-night calls, emails sent non-stop. Dave blocked the numbers. New ones appeared. He changed phones. The messages followed. It felt like he was being hunted digitally.
And this harassment didn't stop with him. Dave had started dating another woman named Liz Goliar. Soon, she also began receiving messages from Cari. Threats, insults, accusations. She was warned to stay away from Dave, that she would regret it, that someone was watching her. Liz became terrified. She reported the harassment to police. Dave did the same, but the messages kept coming from dozens of fake accounts, burner phones, anonymous emails. The digital attack was relentless, and whoever was doing it was highly determined. Investigators began reviewing Cari's online activity. They found something disturbing. Her accounts were still active. Messages were being sent in her name. Posts were being written. Emails were responding to family members. Whoever controlled her identity was pretending to be her full-time. They used her photos, her writing style, her past conversations. It wasn't random, it was detailed, personal, calculated. This wasn't just harassment, it was identity theft and psychological manipulation on a massive scale. As the case progressed, detectives noticed patterns. The messages were coming from locations tied to one person, devices connected to one individual. Slowly, all digital roads pointed to someone unexpected. Not Dave, not an unknown stranger, but the woman claiming to be another victim, Liz Goliar. The same woman who reported being harassed, the same woman who claimed to be threatened. She wasn't just receiving messages, she was sending them, using dozens of fake identities, including Cari Farver's. Police uncovered the truth. Liz Goliar was operating multiple fake profiles, creating conversations between imaginary people, sending messages to herself, to Dave, to Cari's family, building a fictional digital world, all designed to control Dave, to isolate him, to eliminate competition. Her obsession with Dave had turned into something dangerous. But there was one horrifying detail left. If Liz was pretending to be Cari, where was Cari Farver? When investigators searched Liz Goliar's property, they would uncover physical evidence, not just digital traces, but proof that Cari Farver had never walked away from Dave Krupa, and that her disappearance was not voluntary. The truth waiting to be revealed would change everything. When police obtained a search warrant for Liz Goliar's home, they weren't just looking for digital devices anymore. They were looking for answers. Inside the property, investigators discovered burned electronics, cell phones, laptops, memory cards. Many had been intentionally destroyed, others were hidden. When technicians recovered data, they uncovered thousands of fake messages, dozens of fabricated accounts, and years of digital impersonation. But the most disturbing discovery came next. Evidence showed that Cari Farver had never left Dave Krupa's apartment alive. Her phone activity after that night had all been staged by Liz. Investigators reconstructed the final night. Cari arrived at Dave's apartment believing she was meeting him. Instead, she encountered Liz Goliar. Police determined that Liz confronted Cari. An argument followed, driven by jealousy and obsession. Cari was attacked inside the apartment. She never made it back home. After the killing, Liz removed Cari's body, destroyed evidence, and began the digital impersonation campaign. For nearly 3 years, she pretended Cari was still alive, sending messages, posting online, manipulating family and friends, keeping the illusion alive. It was one of the most calculated deception campaigns investigators had ever seen. In 2016, Liz Goliar was arrested. At first, she denied everything.
Claimed she was a victim, but the digital evidence was overwhelming. Phone records, IP addresses, recovered messages, search history, location data. There was nowhere left to hide. The woman who pretended to be harassed was the one who created the harassment. The woman who claimed to fear Cari was the one who erased her. In court, prosecutors laid out the digital trail. Thousands of messages, fake identities, years of psychological manipulation. They showed the jury how Liz constructed an entire false reality, one designed to control relationships, destroy reputations, and hide a murder. Cari Farver's family finally learned the truth, that she didn't abandon them, that she didn't walk away, that she never stopped loving her son. She was taken from them. Liz Goliar was found guilty of first-degree murder. She was sentenced to life in prison, no parole, no release. For Cari's family, there was justice, but no reunion, only memories and unanswered grief. Experts described Liz's behavior as obsessive and manipulative, driven by extreme jealousy, fear of abandonment, control addiction, and emotional dependency. She didn't just want Dave, she wanted ownership. When she couldn't control the relationship, she created an illusion instead, a digital prison where she played every role: victim, aggressor, observer, and liar. It wasn't love, it was possession. Cari Farver's story became a warning about online identities, digital deception, and how technology can be weaponized. It showed how easy it is to fake reality, to manipulate perception, to hide crimes behind screens. And it reminded the world that disappearance doesn't always mean escape. Sometimes it means silence forced by violence. Sometimes monsters don't look like monsters. They don't hide in dark alleys. They hide behind screens, behind messages, behind fake names, behind familiar faces. And sometimes they destroy someone, then pretend they never existed. This has been Midnight Sin. If you believe these stories deserve to be told, subscribe, because darkness doesn't vanish. It waits.